word. Okay. So first thing I want us to do is I want us to come up with words that mean add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And I know I gave you guys some already. But what are the words that are most common? What are the words that you guys are used to seeing? Let's talk about there. So words that mean add. Give me one, Peyton. Okay, but words. Addition. Got it written right there. So what means addition? That's not the word addition, but it means addition. McKenna? Plus. We're used to seeing that word. What's another word we're used to seeing, Peter? Total. What's another word, Ethan? Add. Marin? In all. Natalie? All together. Sienna? Some. Another phrase that you guys are going to start seeing a lot of is more than. Another phrase that you'll see a lot is the word increased. I would say those are typically the words that you will see the most frequently. Okay, what about subtraction? What words do we know that's not the word subtraction, but it means to subtract? Caitlin? Difference. Caden? Less than. Sienna? Takeaway. Izzy? Minus. Marin? Decreased. And the last word you might see a lot of is fewer. But those are definitely the main words that we'll see. Doesn't mean that's all of them, but those are the most frequent ones. Alright, multiplication and division get a little bit tougher. But what do you think, Michael? Okay, multiply. That's in the word multiplication. So absolutely, if they say to multiply, we know. Trevor? Times. Caitlin? Product. Owen? You were going to say product? Sienna? Yes, but I'm not going to write it just because it goes along with the word multiply and multiplication. McKenna? Yep, that's kind of what Sienna just said. Yeah. Yep. Ella? Double. You guys have all been in FCS. You have all learned that you can double a recipe. That means to multiply. If we can double a recipe, we could also triple a recipe. What does double mean? Times it by 2. So in parentheses, I want us to write times 2. So if double means times 2, triple means times 3. Another word that you guys might see come up is twice. What do you think twice means? Times 2. Another word that comes up a lot, which is a weird word, but you are going to use it a lot as you get older, is the word of. If you see the word of, it means to multiply. And unfortunately, it comes up a lot more than you think it would. Okay, division. What's the obvious one, everyone? Divide. Ethan? Quotient. Ella? Say that again? Part? Per. Per actually means multiply. So we'll write that under multiplication. Because you're talking about, like, I made,
per hour.
yeah, $5 per hour means every hour I make $5. So I'll multiply. Oh, cross it off then. So, yep, go to here and cross off per. And write it underneath your multiplication. Sorry, you couldn't even see that. So cross it off division, write it in multiplication, because it is a multiplication word, not a division word. Another one we might see is the word half. Just like we can double and triple a recipe, we can also cut a recipe in. Okay, how do I cut it in half? What's that mean I'm doing? Dividing by what? 2. So I'm not dividing by a half, I'm dividing by 2. What if I want to third a recipe? I divide by 3. And then so forth and so on. So you're not dividing by the fraction, you're dividing by the number 3 or number 4 or number 5, whatever you want to divide by. Last word we might see a lot come up is split. If you want to split something, there's that. Okay? Questions on these words at all? McKenna?
So like for the division, would like percent be one?
It depends on how it's written.
Okay.
Yep. You won't see that a whole lot, okay? So these are the main words we just need to focus on, okay? So, first thing I want everyone to do is if we go look at the bottom, it says identify which operation is indicated based on the word, keywords, and or context. So I want us to circle the keywords. Always what we do. We always circle our keywords. So Bruce is 4 times taller than Alice. So everyone circle it. Or box it in, whatever you want to do. What do we circle our box in?
Times.
So if we circled our box in times, does that mean add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Multiply. Okay, I want everyone to do that with all of them. So do all of them. Circle the keyword. Tell me, does it mean add, subtract, multiply, or divide? And then we'll go over the answers in just a minute. Okay, check them with the person sitting next to you if you're ready to go. Alrighty, let's go over these. So, Matthew, second one. Miss J has 12 bags of candy that she will split equally among her students. What's the key word?
Division.
That's not what I asked. Okay, one, I asked Matthew, everyone. I did not ask the whole class. Yep. But I have too many people who are talking when I am. And what does split mean, Matthew? Thank you. You guys need to listen. Okay, Emily, Miles has 10 fewer stickers than Arturo. Fewer, and that means?
Minus.
Very good. Caitlin spends $40 more than Mark at the store.
More than.
And that means?
Addition.
Perfect. Christian, Hank ate twice as much ice cream as Henry.
Twice.
And that means? Perfect. And Ava, the number of students decreased by 120.
Subtraction.
What's the key word, girl? Decreased, and that means? There we go. So, any questions on that? So your first step is being able to identify the key word. If you can't identify the key word, you're not going to be able to write an algebraic expression. Is that understood? So now we need to write all of these. Here's what I mean by that. Okay? We have a variable, and you have to have a number. Okay? So when I look here at the first one, Bruce is 4 times taller than Alice. Okay? So I'm going to pretend that this then Alice is not there. And it just says Bruce is 4 times taller. Okay? How would I write something when I'm talking about 4, because I have a number, so everyone underline that number. I'm talking about 4 times taller. What operation did you tell me that means? What's that mean? What operation? I'm multiplying, and what am I multiplying? I have a number. What's my number? 4. Do I know how tall Bruce is? So that's where you would put an x, a variable. So you're multiplying 4 times a variable. That's what that means. Bruce is 4 times taller, 4 times x. So if you know the operation, you know the number, you add a variable to it. So here on the second one, Miss J has 12 bags of candy that she will split equally among her students. I have to have a what? I have to have a variable. I have to have a number. What's my number? 12. And I have to also have an operation sign. What did you guys tell me the operation sign is? Now, am I going to do 12 divided by students, or am I going to do students divided by 12? I want to do what? So I want to split 12 bags of candy equally among her students. Or do I want to split her students by the candy? Which one makes more sense? So which one should go first? So if I want candy to go first, what comes first?
12.
And then I'd write what? Divided by? A variable. Miles has 10 fewer stickers than Arturo. What does fewer mean? What did you already tell me, everyone? So it's going to be subtraction. What's my number? And I want to know how many stickers Miles has. So the question is it x minus 10 or 10 minus x? It's going to be x minus 10. Okay, what about the next one? Caitlin spent $40 more than Mark at the store?
40 plus a variable.
How could I write that one?
40 plus or minus. Yeah.
I got 40 and a variable. 40 plus x or x plus 40?
40 plus 40 or
Do you think with addition it matters? No. But subtraction, does it matter?
Yeah.
So subtraction matters, addition does not. You could write x plus 40 or 40 plus x and I will count it correct. Is that understood? Okay, what about the next one? Hank ate twice as much ice cream as Henry. Well, what did you guys tell me twice meant? Meant multiply, but multiply by what?
2.
So how do I write something if I want to multiply it by 2? 2x.
Wait, why do we not do like 2x, like 2 times
It means the same thing. You just don't need the multiplication sign anymore. But it means the exact same thing. And I would accept both. Last one. Number of students decreased by 120. So I have number of students, and I'm decreasing the number of students by 120. How should I write that? It should be x minus 120, because you're taking the number of students and you're subtracting 120 from it.